Welcome! We're the Custodians. I'm Rhett.
I'm Gabe.
I am Joe.
And we're back with another early morning to watch My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 9.
Really.
Early Bird.
Really.
Fitting.
Now this episode is our episode with Bakugou, and I'm going to leave it up to Gabe to go over what happened last time.
Alright, let me see if I can try to remember. So the last episode was the conclusion of our match 3 that we had between, we're just going to say Tetsu's team and Shoto's team.
I call it Ida's team.
Ida's team. And that ultimately ended in a big, fattish, matty draw that I was right about, but it was still a draw.
Dumb.
It was still a draw. So
That they are.
did both teams
That
get did both classes get a point, or did none of the classes?
I assume both classes kind of got a point,
Okay.
but either way it doesn't
Goes
matter.
into the draws category. So
Yeah. Okay.
No.
So okay. Both of you gave me different answers.
1, and 1.
Okay. Yep. So that happened, and then they were all like, "Oh, they're all super hurt and stuff. We gotta bring them to the medical facilities." And because Tetsu was all like, "Yo, Todoroki, you're pretty cool, dog. Keep doing that shit."
You're gonna
Keep
skip
doing
over
that shit."
everything that happened before that?
I'm trying to remember. It's difficult for me. Yeah, Joe, you take up the rest.
Okay.
Okay, Joe, what happened in the last episode?
Alright, so
Also, by the way, you're gonna do what you think happens in this one.
I can
Alright.
do that part.
Alright, so Ida popped off and showed us his true speed abilities, which was off the freaking charts, by the way.
Mega super.
Or Midori made the claim that he's now faster than Gran Torino, but doesn't
Which
have
is
the
crazy.
agility, but he's faster, which is a feat in of itself. You
Yes,
know,
it
it's
is.
less like,
Mhm.
oh, you're faster than the Flash, but I mean you're not more agile than him, but you're faster than him. It's fine.
Okay.
Which makes him actually important again because he's great.
Yes.
We got the Todoroki versus Tetsu fight was awesome because Tetsu's like, yo, I was made for endurance fights, so I'm kind of in my element, Todoroki, and you're screwed. Because he just trains in ovens,
Which is
was one of the
badass.
most
That's
badass
super
things
cool.
we've ever seen so far. And so Todoroki's like, all right, time to whip out the old move on him, the Flash Fire Fist, and you know he does, but before he really gets to Juzo, comes in and ruins it, and a giant pipe lands on his head and knocks him out, and then he's out for basically the rest of the match.
Wow.
Pipe MVP.
Pipe MVP!
Most valuable pipe. So after that, Ida rushes in to try and save Todoroki, and knocks out Juzo for a split second because he was just like, and destroys part of his helmet, which we also learned was like a diving suit, and that's why he used that to go underground.
Yep.
And so, which was pretty cool. How the hell does he see soft concrete through soft concrete?
Maybe he's just like trusting things. He's just like, I'm pretty sure I made this much area
I'm
soft.
pretty sure
Unless his,
that wall being soft doesn't
unless-
allow me to see through.
unless his helmet is designed for that specific purpose.
Like X-ray or something.
Maybe. All right.
That's the only way I
Besides
can
that,
think of that.
yeah, but to save their team or their 1B kind of status, so Todoroki and Ida can't get away, Juzo just softens part of a massive cylinder. I don't know what
Silo.
Build-
silo thingy. And Tetsu just goes like, dunk, and just fucking headbutts it, and it was awesome. And then it all falls on top of Ida. But he manages to save Todoroki in the process, but not quite because he's still knocked out. But he's still awake, so it's just in this difficult spot. Meanwhile, Pony and Shoji are trying to, not lose as well. He's chasing after her, and she's like, I'm just going to call for a draw because if I try and keep going to the prison, you're going to catch up to me. So I'm just going to go up. And we get a draw.
Now,
Bitch
Jay,
move,
before I
but it
go
works.
into your
Oh.
segment, Battle 4 is up next, and that is Bakugou, Jiro, Sero, and Sato versus 1Bs, Setsuna, Awise, Togaru, and Kojiro. Now, we really only know what one of these people can do, and that's Awise. And let me tell you, Awise, pretty sure he's S tier. Somewhere around here. Maybe double S. Not quite sure,
Why
don't
you gotta
remember.
make my life.
It's one JPEG. My God. Now, Gabe, what do you think is going to happen this episode?
Well, we got Rhett's prediction about this being a complete stomp for 1A, like complete 4-0, that Bakugou's gonna kind of take the field, and I think that that's a pretty good chance. Also, I'm too tired to think of anything else, so we're just gonna go with that for now. But it actually did make me think about the fight afterwards with Midoriya, which I think is also really important because if Bakugou's fight is going to be a complete 4-0, then I think Midoriya's fight is also going to be a complete 4-0.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
that's fucking ridiculous. No.
I mean, it's Midoriya. He's got,
But shenanigans.
Shenanigans, remember, wrote that down.
Yeah, I know we have
Shenanigans constitute.
But I'm throwing it out there because I did, obviously I did say that 1A is going to win, but I'm going to take it one step further, and I'm going to also say that that's going to be a 4-0. But for now, yeah, I think this one can be pretty one-sided, even though we don't know where.
What really? So last episode, Setsuna was kind of hyped up by Monoma. She's also brought in by recommendation, so just like Juzo. She's a Juzo
Is
threat.
there a limit to the number of recommendations?
There's 2 for both classes.
I know, but I meant like.
Is there a limit to the number of recommendations you can have in a fight?
I don't think so. But given how even it is, like 4 picked, and I'm thinking Nasa was accepted, but after Todoroki was like, ooh, he was like, I don't want to go here. So that's why he went to the other place.
Why Red Kid scary?
Taketsu.
What do we want to think is her quirk?
Now we think it's something lizard or just reptilian
lizards can regenerate,
based solely
right?
off of her outfit and teeth.
Okay.
Lizards can regenerate like 90
What if she
organs?
had like some kind of healing factor?
And by organs I mean limbs.
What if she has like some kind of healing factor? Wait, hold on.
Maybe,
Can't you? Okay, wait. I'm just trying to. Lizards can't, like, when they lose their tail, it just. But it eventually stops, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you saying that like she can control lost limbs?
I was thinking about the scene from Amazing Spider-Man and how the lizard loses his tail in the school
and he's
fight
like
scene.
Fighting with it.
Yeah, so I'm like,
why the fuck alarm?
maybe
No.
she can do something like that, or has like some kind of regeneration.
Maybe.
Because like maybe
The only thing is that for her to use that power, she must lose a fucking limb. So like, I know this is Bakugou, but Bakugou's also trying to be a hero, so I doubt he's just gonna be like, "Fuck your arm!" and like blast it completely off.
I mean, like, considering 1B is just like has so many kind of counterparts to 1A, because you Kirishima, Tetsu, and blah 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 blah. What if they just made it because 1A has frog person, so 1B has a lizard person.
So you can just do a bunch of shit that lizards can do?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, isn't too far. Like, we've been over this because Spinner,
Yeah.
native tier for the moment. We've been over this.
supposedly can be pretty good.
We speculate a bunch of what a lizard could do. So he could, like, stick to walls. He can camouflage. He can regenerate things.
lost
He can
limbs.
have, like, a tongue.
Which is probably his biggest thing, if not like.
Or, like,
biggest thing.
really venomous or just shitty bacterial bites. Or whatever.
Jesus, Spinner, brush your teeth.
You're stealing cars. That's something lizards do. But
So yeah, I think maybe it's something like that. I'll do both. I'll do the limb thing, like control of lost limb, and or a regeneration thing of some kind, because lizards can do that. I don't know. I'm kind of trying to bullshit my way through this one because I want to be right about something.
that's fine. Now, the reason why I believe this is going to be a 4-0 victory for Bakugou, as Gabe said earlier, is because not only is Bakugou just oppressively powerful and skilled, he's kind of like, he's getting close to, like, the original Teen Titans Robin, where the original Teen Titans Robin was, like, powerless, but he was, like when he got into a fight, you were like, Robin's winning. I like to describe these people as oppressively good.
Even because if you look back at our tier list, which you should look at, he is in S tier, but he's at the bottom of the big three.
Teen Titans Robin. Bakugou, yeah.
Yeah, Bakugou's behind Midoriya.
But I like to call him as oppressively good. But not just because he's Bakugou, but because we've been having a lot of stuff about Bakugou's development. Especially with the win those kids' hearts, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I believe that he's going to show more teamwork in this, and he's going to utilize his team effectively, because he's got a good team.
He's got a
Jiro, Sero, and Sato. Now, Sato is the weakest link here by far, and that's just because we're clowning with him. Like,
let's get better, Sato. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Next season. Sato arc.
Sato arc. The Sato retrieval arc.
It's just fucking Hell's Kitchen. We got some Gordon Ramsay looking at it. He's got a wing. Yeah, I'm ready for that. Speaking
of ready, I think we are. So before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us all the things that you want to tell us that aren't spoilers. I swear to God. I'm getting somebody, by the way. Chet. He's reading the manga soon, and so I'm just gonna make him.
You're gonna make him read all the comments.
Is he gonna? Are we getting a moderator for our YouTube comment section?
Yeah.
YouTube mods.
That's right, Chet. I've made it official. You have no choice now. But please also follow us on our social medias. You got the links in the description. Follow us on Twitter. It's the best way to stay up to date with the channel. You get updates as videos are posted and other things. And then on Twitch. But this may become superfluous soon, as we are maybe possibly switching to just streaming to YouTube. But still follow us on Twitch. I don't care. But then, because we stream our Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke on Sundays, and that's it. On 6 p.m.
We do apologize for the no more Halo. Yeah, sorry, no more Halo.
But, with that depressing news out of the way.
Anime!
Also... Stay tuned, as, you know what, I'll just announce it right now.
Yeah, do it.
Due to our 1-year anniversary coming up, I'm going to put this cool little thingy up here that our fantastic artist and honorary custodian Leah drew. We're going to do a special thing.
Woo!
It's called the Custies. It's our award show. We're going to be doing a 1-year anniversary award show. We're going to be giving out awards to anime. No, not ourselves. That's up to you. We're going to be giving... There are categories that we vote on, like the best anime of the year, the best opening of the year, and others. But you get to vote on things pertaining to us.
There is also, there is a Best
custodian. I'm just pointing at me. Best custodian.
Yeah.
Best reaction.
Best discussion.
Other things. We have the categories and the nominees picked out. We'll post them in our community tab and on Twitter. Maybe I'll just make a straw poll, and you get to vote. Yeah, we're probably music's playing right now.
We want
celebratory, non-copyright music. Yeah. So, now that that's out of the way, Joe.
So yeah,
the Custies.
Stay tuned for that.
Vote for the best custodian. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Plus ultra. Probably louder, but not too much louder.
There are people sleeping.
I was talking about copyright flisms.
Yep, flism-tisms. Alright,
here we go.
Man, that was already how many episodes ago?
Oh my gosh.
A few.
Let's see.
Episode...
Fuck yeah, bro.
4?
So far, which fight do you think was the best?
The last one.
Yeah.
Is that a debate?
I'm sorry, Momo, but I feel like yours was the weakest.
I honestly hope Sato does something for once.
I'm sorry, I'm just better than you.
It's
not your fault.
I appreciate in that picture
How Minetta's like front and center.
no, how Bakugou's not by himself and like a bigger thing.
Oh shit! Okay.
Wait, we're going for. Woo! Go Sero! Alright, look.
Here we go.
He speaks. Oh my god, he speaks.
Yeah.
They got the recon, they got the tank. And
We
they
should
got
just assume we're dead.
Edge.
The early bird.
Oh, get it? Because that's the name of the episode.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, okay, so both teams.
How dare you have a logo
Wait, are they
ready?
making like PlayStations?
Where's the square?
Shenanigans.
Class A's win was mostly thanks to Shoto. Oh, I should have a sign. We should have a sign. Damn it. Next recording, we'll have a.
Oh my god,
unbiased
it's Goldo. I see you.
Yeah, I see you.
There he is, and the
What the
McDonald's.
fuck? What the hell do you do? Please, I need to know.
This is a legitimate protest.
Damn.
Kind of.
Does he see Togayami's face? He's like. Just look at it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, man. After this, I better be seeing more of 1B on the regular. I love these guys. Yeah, this isn't all Class A has either. I have my son to watch. But yeah, he's probably out there rooting for Bakugou. Yeah. I better hear Bombing King in this.
CG pipe.
God, look at that. See, that's how you use CG in anime.
For terrain.
Just simple stuff like background things. Like there's a scene in season 2.
I love how they're acknowledging the fact that Bakugou's cooperating. Oh my god, he called him underlings.
He's like a Nosuke. This is okay. Okay, I'm liking this. Ears. He's just calling her ears. Yep.
Then we've won because.
I was
shit.
literally just about to ask about the grenades on his belt.
Because remember, he had smaller ones that he gave to Kaminari in the licensing exam when they were fighting the meatball guy. Yep. Yes, it is. It's going to work.
Oh, something.
Oh, that insta stop.
I'm liking Bakugou right now a lot.
Oh, so she functions like the dowsing machine in Pokemon. There's the hidden item.
What the
What
fuck is
the
that?
fuck? What the that?
Is that the flood? Wait. Yo, am I actually fucking right? No way. What the fuck is that shit? What is that shit?
They're like
Little
They're
beans.
like little sloshes. I don't know what word I was trying to say.
feet.
What is that shit?
She got you.
What
the fuck? Was she the Cheshire Cat?
Lizardy.
Lizardy.
Lizard
Tail splitter.
She can split her whole body into pieces
What
that can
the
move around.
fuck?
Okay. It's more than what you're saying, but I'm gonna let you have that.
Split into 50
pieces.
What the fuck?
What in the goddamn? Yeah, you get that's yours.
Bro, I was bullshitting the entire thing.
Glue! He's a glue bender.
Train man's
Oh god, dude, it's the Coom Zone. Look at it. Look at it.
Train
Edit
equals
that
glue.
out. I don't want that.
No. Plamo.
He looks like a glue bottle.
Semidine, he shoots out glue. And he can
Control how fast it
drains.
dries. And
Jack
Mantis.
Jack the Ripper, Jack Mantis. Yeah.
From anywhere in
Anywhere
his body. Wow.
It's a Beyblade.
Holy shit.
Beyblade, let it
See,
rip.
how is she
Yo,
floating?
that is fucked up,
Why
though.
is she floating?
Well, maybe it's like the idea that she had
can
with
control all the pieces.
like kind of like Tokoyami, where he's like, well, my when I dislocate something, it floats.
Okay, but say.
Oh, Sato's doing something.
Yep, that's your.
Oh.
Never
No
mind,
need.
he's not.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Use
Oh,
there as
here
a
comes the
springboard.
picture.
Save people to win!
Yeah.
Fuck yes! That's so good! Kentucky Fried this chicken.
Yeah, we got the- oh my
Ah,
God.
fuck. I fucking love how boom is written in there. Yeah!
That is awesome.
Yes! This is everything that I wanted.
I love this growth.
Bugs have fast reflexes.
Oh
Oh my
fucking
god.
Holy shit.
Bro, guys, just give up.
Yeah,
Just
Shoto,
quit.
Shoto held
quit.
back. He
Quit.
won't. He won't.
I have a complete victory in every fight. 4-0! No injuries, baby! Let's see it! Yeah, that's how All Might does it. That's how America does it.
That's how we'll keep doing it.
And that's and it's worked out pretty
Pretty well
well
so far.
Wait, get the reference?
Yeah, I understood that.
Yeah, Monoma, be afraid.
Yeah.
That's 5 seasons of growth, baby.
Yeah, when you see Bakugou, go the opposite direction. We'll definitely... Look
Run
at
away,
this
Glue
goofy
Man.
goober.
Yo, what the hell?
Like, if you put like 98% of her in prison, does that count? Like if she's
Oh,
got like
that's
a thigh
completely
running
fucking
around.
with her.
Yeah, you're right. With all that noise. There we go, Jiro.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get in.
Oh my gosh.
That
There we go,
mobility.
Look, he ran.
Okay,
Oh,
Wise.
Oh!
Yeah,
Welder.
Welder. I like that. Pussy. Who's it?
He was fast
Yeah,
to be able to get on Bakugou
Bakugou.
like that.
Okay.
Look,
Yo,
come here, Wise.
Wait, where did it go?
when I'm in danger,
Oh no. Rip a lot.
you guys save me. Whoa! I was not expecting that from Bakugou.
Man, rip. Rip a Wise.
You have been present mic'd.
See what is strong about her hands or body parts? They're like blobs that you can just move around. Like what?
Yeah. Can't generate quite as much sweat.
Oh, rip.
Bro, Bakugou! I'm finally warmed up. Oh, suplex him!
Suplex him.
Oh.
Tap him out. Tap out. He's got him in the armbar. Tap out.
Poor Glue Man.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, goodbye.
X catapult!
Holy fuck. Relax, man. Oh.
Bro.
What are you gonna do, Setsuna?
Fight back.
It's like the scene in the
Fight back.
Gladiator movies where they're like, yeah! At the brutality of like the hero's victory.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's beating you guys like a drum. Meat.
Wait, what if you wrap up all little bits?
Okay. So you're telling me she has an infinite supply of sustenance?
I don't think that's how that works. Maybe, I don't know.
Got him.
Nice, right there. Found you. The last thing you see.
Goodbye.
Final fight!
Relax, Bakugou.
Yeah! That's my guy!
There we go.
Vlad.
It didn't even take 5 minutes!
Look at Bago just like, yeah.
Yeah, I did all the work.
That was us last night in the
Yeah.
session.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Wait, for who? Who did all the
GG
work?
easy
That was
4 in the
okay.
chat.
Stuart, if you're watching this, good work, man.
GG easy 4-0.
You know what that means, boys?
Oh, it's starting.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Get fucked. Which is kind of a shame because I wanted to see more of these guys. Aww.
Oh, give him a hug, All Might. Come on, give him a hug.
What about you, Midoriya?
Yeah, I do it in less than 5 minutes now, buddy.
You can do it in 9.
I'll go faster. Hey.
Yeah, and we're finally here, boys. Means that they have 2 brainwashing quirks. Midoriya Spooky. Last time he fought Midoriya, he was breaking his fingers.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, that's pretty spooky. Now we got the
Dude,
real 1A
what
player,
I bet they would do is
Mineta.
they'd try and make Monoma, like, or one like easy to catch or something, so they feel like they shut up the copy, or maybe Shinzo's ability. No, they get Shinzo first, but then Monoma comes in with the yeah.
And then Midoriya, who fucks shit up! Nah, I got this.
Yeah, I already scouted ahead 5 kilometers. You're good.
Bro, I already got 3 of them. Shenanigans.
Oh.
Here we go, here we go.
He's gonna be watching closely.
What's that in his head?
We'll finally get to see what
Those
those
three
three can do.
Alright.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
that shit's gonna
Alrighty.
be a 4-0 for 1A. If Bakugou's is a 4-0, that's totally a 4-0.
No, but
I don't know, but
shenanigans.
shenanigans!
It'll help.
We're gonna get
It'll help.
You think it'll
major
help?
Yeah,
shenanigans.
I don't think it'll help.
You're gonna think the shenanigans will help?
Maybe.
Okay, so we've been saying shenanigans for a while now.
Yeah.
Now, shenanigans, as what we believe, is most likely going to be related to a possible multiple quirk scenario.
Or reveal.
An MQS. An MQS, multiple quirk scenario.
Why did you need to make it? Why? Why did you need it? That was very unnecessary.
But, you think that that's going to be helpful?
Do you guys think that it's... Yeah, you guys think they're gonna win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How badly do you think it's gonna... what do you think is gonna happen with the shenanigans?
I feel like 1A is going to start off strong, then Midori is going to shenaniganize.
Well, most likely due to Shinzo's quirk or
Or-
Monoma using it.
Or maybe maybe they start off strong, things start getting a little dicey, and that's when shenaniganizing occurs. Because I doubt this is gonna be as one-sided as the Bakugou one. Because we also have with Shinzo on the opposite team, and we want to see more of Shinzo. I'm thinking just this of like a meta standpoint, and this could still very well easily be a 2-episode fight, especially because
Probably going to be.
of shenanigans. But before we get into that fight, let's get back to this one. So first off, Setsuna can split into 50 pieces and control them
And regenerate them.
and regenerate them.
So I was. Right.
It was far more than what you said, but I'm still going to give it to you. I'm still going to
I
give
think
it
it was gonna be like that. with
No,
50 pieces.
no,
like
no.
arms.
No, I
It
didn't
was
fucking
gonna
think
be
it was going to be what that
like
shit
just
was.
limbs.
I literally thought those were blobs. I was like, what the fuck is that
Beans.
shit? Yeah. Wait, so how was her suit able to generate then?
It's probably
Because
I feel like they do it similar to like Will
Lemillion.
suit.
It's just like
Like they
something
take,
about her body.
Yeah, like
what do you mean
Something.
something about her body?
Like
Because her body parts like eventually stay where they were, and she regenerates a whole new thing.
yeah, I know. So like, what
So
if
how
what
does
if
the suit
there's a
stay?
biological implementation of her suit from her? So like
her body, like her suit.
because
is-
Lemillion's suit is made out of his hair.
Oh, maybe it's made out of like her skin, or no, I don't. Just
Maybe,
her cells.
maybe.
But I want to say skin because that's the only one that makes sense to me.
oh, that must. Now I think about it, that must have taken
Or
freaking
fingernails?
forever.
That would hurt.
That's gross.
Yeah, that would.
gross.
I don't think that. No,
That's just gross.
no.
At any rate,
At any rate,
it can regen with her.
she can regenerate. Period.
Well, actually, yeah. I mean, we saw that her freaking like it was like just hold on. I want to go back. It was
That's kind of insane.
when we first saw her, like the first like real body part we saw was like her like a piece of her face.
It was her mouth.
Yeah. Right. Here. Kind of reminds me of the Cheshire Cat.
A little bit.
Which makes me wonder, like, is her brain the only thing? Like, how would you kill Setsuna?
I don't.
Tire her out,
Unless like the
like a
pieces.
regen, and then just blow
Unless
her
the
fuck
pieces
up
of
like
her
they did.
body are like.
Like, if you dome her with a 50 BMG, well, like,
Maybe her body parts are like pre-cuts. I guess that's the best way I can say it. Like she can't choose which parts of her body she wants.
oh, there's like,
There's
while
they're
they
like sections.
there's like sections that you
Yeah.
can,
So if you attack a section,
which is why they're all kind of similar size.
Mhm.
Like, she can't like, here's a little bit.
yeah. So maybe if
Which-
you like,
That'd be kind of cool, depending on how fast you can do things. Like, she can literally like shoot her fingers in like a machine gun in the future. If it isn't like, oh, I have my hand.
don't
my
we
hand.
already have someone that can do that?
Well, with a support item, but yeah, like I'm just trying to find ways to like. 'Cause
So
this
yeah,
is an
maybe,
interesting
maybe
power.
if you attack the actual parts.
I'm just interested, like,
Mm.
of how you can help you in combat.
Mhm.
That's there, like, how do you, like,
How durable is she? How
yeah, like, how does it give you an edge over just trying to fight somebody? I'm like, if you get hit by one of her, like,
It's
fleshy
definitely
bits,
a
does it,
distraction. It's definitely good for distraction. It can be used for recon.
just floating an eye? But you're
Can
right.
she see out of all the body parts? Can she sense?
I doubt she's like Hawk.
Or is it literally just the eyes that she can see out of?
But then she has to be able to know.
Yeah, because she can control them.
Which also, does she have like the lateral processing or whatever to be able to control everything?
well, she
or,
says
like,
how sometimes when she's not using one, or I mean, what not Sarah noticed. There's like 3 people with O's, and they're like the Jiro, Sato, Sarah. Like, come on, Bakugou. The entire team is O's.
O team.
The O team.
We take O's.
Well, like how he said that sometimes they fall, like
I mean,
they
yeah,
just
'cause
become
the
inactive after a
victory
bit.
symbol was sorry, keep going.
They just become inactive.
Yeah.
If she's using like
But
other
like,
ones.
while she's like using them, are they like? Is she like having to focus on what they're doing, or is it more of like, I want this to go here, and like, can she like give very simple directions?
I mean, it didn't seem like what they were doing was complicated. Like they were just banging on things
Because
and like crawling.
one
on
of the
stuff.
reasons why Tokoyami is just so powerful with Dark Shadow is because Dark Shadow's
can control
sentient.
himself. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to constantly be, like giving him orders or like using him like an arm. You can just be like, Dark Shadow, cover the back, like anything that gets close, smack it out of the sky, and you'll be like, gotcha.
It seems like they were able to perform basic function, because like they were just like banging on things and like crawling around on stuff, and then they were like flying in the air. She can also fly technically.
Float.
She can. She is versatile as fuck.
Yes, she is.
Regeneration, flight,
like bodily.
The shit that she can do.
Bodily dissection.
Her bodily dissection. I can see why she was based off a recommendation. She's got.
Why was Bakugou not based off recommendation?
He didn't necessarily. He wasn't.
Well, because recommendation, you have to be recommended by someone, right?
And
that's why Todoroki. Okay, well Todoroki.
Well, your dad's endeavor.
Todoroki. They both came from rich
Momo's
families.
probably
Also,
like,
he's an alumni.
They both came from
Momo's family probably
rich...
made like. Momo's family's probably made countless, very generous donations to the.
No. Both of their families are incredibly rich. Todoroki's dad is Endeavor.
But then you also have to wonder why
Momo's also
Ida
super
wasn't.
smart.
Because Ida's also really wealthy. Comes from a prominent family. Maybe
Bakugou just didn't do anything to get recommended.
Or maybe they only take so many recommendation applicants. They're like, yo, you get this.
Plus, and if you look at our tier list, Todoroki we have is above Midoriya and Bakugou.
For the moment, yes.
He is the top of 1A.
Yes.
So, if anyone was going to get...
If Lemillion has his quirk. Although, we've talked about how Endeavor hard counters Lemillion, so maybe Todoroki, but I don't know.
Point is, if at least someone from 1A was going to get a recommendation, it would have been Todoroki.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, also it has to do with like how smart you are, like book smart wise.
Which,
so she could probably also
Todoroki,
be really smart.
he's in the top 10, but like,
not that smart.
Because the top 5, Momo's number 1.
Yeah.
Is
Ida's
number
probably
2?
Yeah, Ida's probably number 2.
Because I think Bakugou's number 3 with Midoriya number 4 or something along those guys. I know that Midoriya is like just below Bakugou. I know Bakugou's pretty high.
In like intelligence?
Yeah, in the school ranking.
Okay.
Which is academically based.
Okay.
Which makes sense why Momo's number 1. She's the smartest.
Mega smart.
All right, so we can talk more about Setsuna later, but I want to go over Glue Guy.
He shoots glue.
What was his name?
Plano.
Let's check.
Go look at it.
But yeah, he shoots glue, and he can control how fast it dries. Oh, he shoots it from his fucking face. Plamo.
Not
Plamo.
I'm calling him Train.
He looks more like a glue bottle.
Yeah.
He looks like a fucking
see it now.
icing bag.
I imagine Japan probably has like a different brand of glue or whatever. That's why it's like maybe a reference to that.
Imagine waking
but
up.
But like, I don't see an
like
Elmer glue bottle right now.
Imagine waking up and just looking like that.
Again, I think he was born this way.
I know, but still. I think both are
on the
stupid.
right track, baby. I was born
And then
this way.
we got fucking what was the other guy's name? Mantis? Black Man? No.
Jack
Mantis. I think it's pretty cool. That's pretty
Togaru Kamakiri. Hero name, Jack Mantis.
That's pretty cool. Wasn't there another guy?
Yeah, it's what Kirishima fought.
Yeah.
Back during the Shia Saikai arc.
That can protrude blades out of any part of his body.
Yeah, but he was mega juiced. And
I was honestly hoping to see a lot more from him, but I think the only reason why we did
I was hoping to see a lot more for this entire section of 1B.
No, I think he could be like a super, like hand-to-hand combat. I got fucking swords for arms.
I mean, we
type
saw
thing.
him. We saw him. He was freaking like Beyblading around.
I
like,
think he could have. I thought he was gonna be really cool, but you know,
I wonder if he can
Bakugou,
control
they're
the
gonna-
sharpness of his blades.
Or maybe the durability of
Maybe.
them. Probably the
that's probably
durability.
something that he could train and work on.
Razor sharp.
sharp. He can produce blades from anywhere in his body.
All right,
That's
that's
it.
it. But like, because if he can control how dull they are, then he can use them more as
I
like a
mean-
blunt weapon.
I
or,
mean,
like,
he's cutting through steel.
well, is he cutting through these?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
watch the pillars completely fall because then a wise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look
Mhm.
at that, perfectly cut.
Which that's a piece of her brain that's detached.
That's nuts.
That's crazy. Which also, if we really want to like dig
Stretch
into
it.
it, that means that like she can like telepathically like there's like
King Ghidorah moment.
yeah she can like communicate with like dissected parts of her brain.
That's weird.
Which I guess if that means that she can do that, it's not too much of a stretch to say that she can't like know what's going on with her other pieces.
That's
If you
crazy.
play it in reverse, it's like a freaking Lego, like a construct Setsuna.
You can build Setsuna.
A wise. Hey! I wonder if a wise could hard counter her by just fusing the.
Fusing
No.
her together.
No, you are a regular person.
I don't think. He
Which
can
hold
do
up,
it,
there
dude.
was something a wise did that I don't think I quite saw. It was when they like put up the shield. I want to see that again.
What?
Like when a wise put up that shield
Did he do something with Bakugou's
right before he got
gauntlets?
wrecked by Jiro.
Didn't he do something
Which,
with
by the way-
Bakugou's gauntlets?
No, he fused Bakugou's gauntlets to the freaking poles. Which Jesus, that
Oh.
takes some.
He was fucking fast being able to do that.
That's
to
got, that had to have hurt though.
Let's see. What? Okay, so okay,
He just
so
keeps shit on him.
no, it must be like well, yeah, I would, but like he's got. So I noticed that he looked like he had like multiple levels of like ballistics vest.
Yeah.
So this must be a support item where he just like
As a shield.
yeah, he can just pop it up because look.
I didn't
Blasting
know
right.
that. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's totally got armor.
Mm-hmm. So right here,
He's got his stuff in his bags.
and it
He's prepared.
pops up.
Dude, can we just take a moment to say that he looks like 9 right now?
Bakugo? That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
He's got like
What?
9 because he's
Yeah.
got like the pillars on his back.
Oh, kinda, yeah.
And okay, one thing that I absolutely love. So I wasn't expecting Bakugou to be vocal about it, but he was like, "If you're in danger, I'm gonna save you. But if I'm in danger,
You have
you
to
save me." Which, can you imagine season 1 or 2 Bakugou going, "If I'm in danger," just saying that phrase?
No.
He'd be like,
He's like, I'm never gonna be in danger. I'm always gonna be fine. I'm
Danger?
always gonna, yeah.
Like, just don't get in my way.
"I laugh at the face of danger."
I love this. I love this growth. It's awesome. It's awesome to
You know,
see it.
yeah, because like back with the Bakugou versus Midoriya round 2, like that's what All Might like got them to that said to kind of get them to coalesce a little bit, where it's like, you know, there's no difference. It's, you know, the power to save people by winning, and you know, winning by saving people. Like that's, and I love seeing that grow. It's why Bakugou's one of my favorite characters. He's like, he has one of the more identifiable like arcs,
Mm-hmm.
and so like, it's just seeing that come more to fruition, like
It's that good shit.
Yeah.
a lot of people.
That's how you do character development.
A lot of people think that like Ida's arc's already done, which for the most part it is. Ida's character arc is mostly done.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that that means he can't do anything more, and not saying that a character with an arc that's complete is kind of done. I mean, just look at Iroh from The Last Airbender. That's a character with a already completed arc. We just didn't get to see it. But there was still so much that we got from Iroh.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, a lot of people consider Iroh to be their favorite character, and his arc was completed before the show even started. So there's still a lot we can see from Ida.
Yeah.
But like his idea of becoming Ingenium, that's kind of completed. It's more about just living up to that standard now.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that we have characters like Bakugou and Midoriya, where we get to, like, throughout what I would imagine would be the majority of the series, see this growth. But that's not necessarily a bad thing that we have characters with completed arcs. In fact, I find that's fine. So he has that kind of blast shield that comes up. I also like that's semi see-through, if not just completely see-through.
So
it's like a giant sunglasses. But then, is there anything we have left to talk about?
You also talk about how broken this guy is for construction.
Yeah, he's like you know the phenomenon cold welding in space, where if you take two unoxidized metals in space and you just put them together, they'll fuse.
What do you mean?
Well, they'll like come together. They'll just stay that way.
But they're partially melted.
Not necessarily melted. I don't know how the function actually works, but if you take two pieces of iron that haven't been exposed to like oxygen,
so you mean they've been up?
They started in space, effectively.
Okay.
If they come together, they'll fuse is the word I heard.
But it has to be the same.
Like can you grab my phone?
It has to be the same element.
I don't know. All I know is that it's metal. So I'll look it up. You guys talk about this fight.
Because, like, you don't need any type of construction normal welding, like the welding or anything. It's just they are now on a molecular level. They are now together.
Yeah.
They can make things so much stronger than they should be able to now.
Yep.
Cold welding or contact welding is a solid-state welding process in which joining takes place without fusion or heating at the interface of two parts of the welded. Cold welding was first recognized as a general material phenomenon. Okay,
Yeah, cold welding is when you just simply beat the shit out of it.
Don't worry, though. Cold welding in space, despite the seeming ease of it, doesn't happen very often. Typically, all metals launched into space have a thin coating of oxidation on them due to contact with the Earth's atmosphere. Once in orbit, the coating is usually still present, so cold welding doesn't occur.
So tell me, we just gotta launch some metal into space, but just make sure it stays in a vacuum.
With that oxide rust layer brought.
Which is so hard to do. Like at all
the
times.
atoms of either side collapse into each other. They bond permanently. This is known as cold welding, and it happens because the atoms of two pieces have no way to know that they are separate. So you were basically taking two pieces of iron. They are now one piece of iron.
Okay.
And just by putting them together.
Yeah, but I thought you were talking about like anything just fuses together. I'm like, what? Metal, the same metal does that. Okay.
Now, comments. Look more deeply into that and get back to us. Anything else on this fight aside from just seeing like some of the fluid motions of things, like the animation?
Toga finally did something. Kinda. I don't even know if I want to consider this doing something. Since all he did was help Bakugou get out.
And he got
which is
he got arm lock in the arm lock.
It was an arm bar, not an arm lock. It was an arm bar.
Oh, okay, Mr. Fucking WWE.
That's not even WWE. That's just a thing. That's just what it is.
But so he did that, which glue guy.
He didn't even eat any sugar.
Which is funny because we kind of said that he was the weakest link, but it also seems that Plama was also kind of the weakest link. As I don't think. Glue
how much
anybody.
Can you really do? Like, unless it's like,
Hey, Aang created a foolproof strategy to defeat the Fire Lord using glue.
I'm on to you. Don't do this. He's kind of shock glue, but hey, Sato didn't need to take in the sugar to bust through steel or metal.
No, he said sugar rush. He had eaten sugar.
It didn't seem like his
face said.
It
could
seem
just
like
be due
he
to training.
changed.
That could just be due to training.
And we didn't see him eat any sugar.
Oh, you keep going because those.
Because we see Bakugou stuck, and then we just see him jump in, and then start punching.
The wise bit.
So that's why I was.
His quirk. What's our wise's hero name?
Welder.
Welder? That makes sense. Yeah.
You have to talk about how fast he did that?
Yeah.
He was able to. Jeez.
Yeah, he's got some reaction time for sure. like if we really want to be like pedantic, we could like calculate the average speed for an explosion and then like give that to Bakugou. He's got the veins.
Yeah, he's going.
Is he? Did he take the sugar?
Well, he says sugar rush.
I understand that, but we never see him do it.
Like, do we need to see him eat
Probably did it right
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
We know how his quirk
I'm just
works.
wondering if he did this without the sugar.
I don't think so.
Because we don't see him go brain dead or like his intelligence go. Because then he goes after Plamo, and he doesn't seem like an idiot.
He could have just taken a little bit of it, or that's part of his training. Like, we saw him, every single time we see him training, all he's doing is just shoving shit into his mouth. Like, maybe he's gotten a little bit better at, like, maintaining that.
Maybe?
And also, like, it's determinate. It's not like one, like, little bit of sugar, dumb mode activate. It's determinate on how much sugar he eats. Because the stronger he is, the dumber he becomes. So maybe he just was like, all right, here's just a little Splenda packet, and here we go.
All right, we're juice. Let's do it.
Yeah, one sugar cube. Like, maybe that's all it took.
I don't know. It was something I noticed, and I just didn't know if it was 100%
God, fuck, I love that line. Hell yeah, when I'm in danger, save me. Hell yeah! All right, so is there anything more on this fight?
Nope.
Nah. Yeah.
Moving on then.
So, and it was another
one thing Monoma said when they were like planning.
Monoma
Monoma will draw a blank. So there is instances where he touches somebody and nothing happens. We've, say it with me, folks, talked about this.
I was so close. What?
So, Joe was on it. So, we've talked about this. So, we've created scenarios where it's like, what if Monoma touches Ojiro? Does he grow a tail or does nothing happen? Now, I'm pretty sure nothing happens because that is a very, very extreme bodily growth.
It's like.
And then you also have to imagine what happens when his quirk timer runs out.
Yeah, with the birth effects, like additional limbs or altered limbs and stuff, it's like, you can copy the quirk, because quirks don't immediately
manifest,
come to fruition when you're born. They eventually come around like when you're 4 or 5 going to school.
But
so it's like
Tokoyami was born with bird head.
Exactly. And so it's like if he touched the guy, the news anchor dude who's got the horns, it's like if he touched him, would he grow the horns? But it's like, well, he was born with those horns, so it's like if you were born with it, you can't copy it. But if it is a quirk that manifested, then you could probably copy it.
Okay, hold on.
What? That's what I'm assuming is the case. What if Monoma?
Hold on, because we're gonna get to this.
Touch Mivik.
Touched Mirio.
Would anything happen?
Nothing should have. He doesn't have a quirk.
He doesn't have a quirk anymore.
There's nothing to copy.
Yeah.
What's the discussion?
There's nothing to copy.
Well, because I was thinking I was gonna compare where it's like, so if he touched Mirio, he could be permeable.
He gets
which
Lemillion style face.
But if he touched Eri, would he get the rewind quirk?
Why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he? Because it's about her horn. Remember, like, the bigger it is, like, the more power she has.
Maybe he would grow the horn.
And when she uses it,
well,
but then why wouldn't he grow the horn? From
because that probably wasn't something she was born with. That might have manifested when her quirk manifested.
I don't know. We've seen her with that horn when she was very, very young.
Like less than 4 years old.
But let's say she wasn't born with that. That could be a reason why he could use it. But what would be the best? Like if he touched, if he touched Suyu, would he have a 20-meter long tongue?
I bet he could probably do the whole vomit thingy. He could probably maybe be really agile, stick to walls, camouflage. I don't think he could get the
I
tongue.
don't
Because
know
if
if-
he touched Sato, for sure, if he ate sugar,
Yeah.
he'd be able to be buff.
Maybe it's only you get the quirk. Like, even if the quirk coincides with a physical aspect of something.
So he would have the tail quirk, but he just wouldn't have a tail.
Yeah. So if he touched Airy,
Control, tail
he
button.
would have the Airy quirk,
But with no horn
with
to
no
use it.
horn to use it.
So it's
And
basically...
it probably would manifest differently.
Okay, so kind of like how One for All...
Maybe all for one.
All for One. All for One. Kind of like how All for One, when he takes somebody's quirks and gives it to somebody else,
It manifested differently. So maybe it's
But
like
nah, because we've seen him take quirks and they never appear.
how many
differently.
quirks do we've seen him take? Kirishima's quirk,
Bakugou's,
Bakugou's quirk.
solid air guys. I think that's it for now.
Those are not the only quirk that necessarily would manifest physically is Kirishima's, and
not
that one
necessarily
doesn't-
because what if Bakugou's sweat gland? Because it's from his hands.
yeah,
So it could have manifested somewhere else, his feet, like anywhere.
it's a tricky subject, honestly. It's kind of hard to pin down.
Because, like, we also, if we compare this to Aizawa can't erase everybody's quirks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, heteromorphic types. Like, if you're born with 4 arms, I
Can't
think.
get rid of the.
Or, like,
forearm.
if you have just 4 arms in general,
Mhm.
you can't like, get rid of your arms. But I'm pretty sure in the Shia Hisaikai arc, they use Ojiro as an example, where, like, he can't get rid of your tail, but he can make it so Ojiro can't use it.
Or at least
It
it
just goes
wouldn't.
limp.
No.
Yeah,
Or
that's actually
either
what
that,
we're
or
seeing.
he wouldn't have the strength that coincides with it.
Because I can't remember how he describes it, but it's like he covers up the quirk gene from the rest of the body temporarily.
Yeah.
So, like, whatever allows him to move his tail is no longer like.
Well, like
sending
think of it this way: if you did this to a normal monkey, right? Would the monkey not be able to use its tail completely, or would it still be able to use its tail, but it wouldn't be able to use it as well?
No, because I don't know if that works because
Because it's still a limb.
it's the quirk gene.
It's still a limb though. It's still part of your body.
But I know for a fact because in the Shia Hisaikai, when they're doing the breakdown, like, here's what we're gonna do, like, and all the heroes are like around that table. Aizawa brings it up, and they distinctly use Ojiro as an example when he's describing what his quirk does, and it's like because it shows he's like if he activates it on Ojiro, his tail goes limp,
Okay.
but he doesn't lose the tail.
Yeah.
So like let's say when Monoma touches somebody.
So are we trying to reverse engineer Aizawa's quirk to explain Monoma's quirk?
Not really, but kind of. So let's say because it's all about the quirk gene, just like in X-Men, it's all in the X
All about the
gene
mutant gene.
is the quirk gene. So what if when Monoma touches somebody,
Yes.
he has the ability to
Copy the gene.
like transform the gene in his body to match what that gene does. So if he doesn't have a tail to move, that gene is kind of useless.
Mm-hmm.
He can't use it effectively because there's no tail to move.
Mhm.
So I think we're kind of right in saying that if he copies somebody with whose power is something external, he gets that power, but he can't use it.
Mhm.
So I feel like he wouldn't be able to use Ares quirk, going back to that, because of the horn. He would have the rewind ability, but he'd have like no way to store it up because it's
Yeah.
all on Ares horn.
All in the horn.
So, but he,
So would he not be able to copy, say, Hawk's quirk then?
I don't think so because he doesn't have wings.
He doesn't have wings. That makes sense.
Yeah. So, like, think of it this way: if the person's power is from them creating something or shooting something, emitting something, like shooting something from their body that isn't like they have to use their quirk for it to show up,
Yeah.
he can copy that. But if it's always there and you use your quirk to interact with it, he can't copy that quirk.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what they're going to go with. So he can create Bakugou's explosions, he can harden, but he wouldn't be able to manifest Dark
Dark
I feel
Shadow,
like that comes
Dark
with
Shadow
the
is
quirk,
not
though.
completely an external thing, though. Dark Shadow comes from within the quirk. So he would be able to manifest his own Dark Shadow.
At least temporarily, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine a bad mouthing Dark Shadow like Monoma?
That's cursed.
Oh,
1A, you suck!
Self-out.
Yeah, because he could
Speaking
copy...
more on Monoma, I would find it interesting though, like how much he might have to train with every single person on 1B, or does people that he wants to train with individually. So like, if the need arises and he needs to take somebody's quirk, he
knows
can
exactly.
be proficient with it at all times. So just like in the future, like yo,
he's not
we
going to
should
be able
train.
to maneuver like
Also,
Bakugou.
also, just because I want to be able to clarify, we're all in agreement that if he does copy Midoriya's quirk,
He's going to die.
he would only get the stockpiling quirk, right? Or is it going to be like fucking Hero from Smash Ultimate where he gets like a little table and can choose which one he wants? And if he doesn't like it, he can press B again, and then get a different table and kind of... Or what?
I think he would get super strength.
Yeah?
Yeah, because that's the stockpiling power.
I love it though, where Monoma just goes too hard with it and just breaks his arm instantly. Like, what the fuck, Midoriya?
What do you think, Joe?
What is this
What
shit?
do you think, Joe?
What do you mean?
Are you asking
I feel be able to
what's
use
going
it.
to happen
What
when Monoma touches Midoriya?
Yeah. Is it,
Which is going to happen?
Probably nothing.
do you think nothing?
Probably nothing. I'm also going to say
I think he's good.
probably nothing.
I think he would either have nothing happen or he would get the stockpiling quirk.
I wonder if just like he'd get a quick little kickback from the holders or whatever, just being like, "No,
Yeah, hey, fuck off."
no, you don't get to copy this. Nope."
Which that might be what causes shenanigans. I've never thought
It
of
might
that.
not. Yeah, it might not be Shinzo. It might be Monoma touching him.
I still feel
trying to copy
Shinzo's the
quirk.
safer bet just because we have precedence for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But that might be a thing where like maybe Midoriya's body is like, all for one.
See, if we didn't already know that Monoma could already stockpile quirks if he touched more than one person, then I'd say he would be able to stockpile off of. We'll take the stockpiling quirk if he touched Midoriya,
and then
and
stockpile
then see
all
the
the quirks.
difference, and see, well, like, wait, why can I use more than one quirk? But he already can, so what's the point in doing it? So I'd say there's no reason for that to show up.
God, Monoma's so strong. He's got such a good quirk.
Monoma's only strong if there's strong people around him.
He's not good against emitter types,
Or an Ojiro.
or people just simply too
Because
fast
again,
for
he's
him.
not. Ojiro would kick Monoma's teeth in.
Yeah.
Because Ojiro don't fucking play.
Or, you know, people,
Double S tier.
yeah, I mean, if he can somehow touch them, then he can. Or maybe he's got some sort of, like, thingy that'll allow him to make it easier to touch people. I know that sounds weird, but I don't know.
Like those like robo like grabber things.
I don't think it'd be like that, but something that makes it
Okay.
easier.
Okay. Here
I
we
don't
go.
know.
Here we go. Bear with me.
Oh boy.
If Monoma touched your tooth, that's contact, right?
Yup.
All right.
Well, you don't like to think about it because it's just simply a mineral deposit, and not you.
No. If, say, in the line of duty, somebody were to say, lose a tooth, could Monoma just keep that in his pocket and use that to gain power?
Or like if a hair fell off of you on the ground.
Or, let's say... also, we have another cannibal discussion that we can have.
Not with
We're-
We
Setsuna.
can totally... They don't disappear. She makes new ones. There's
We're not doing it.
infinite nutrition.
Nope. I'm not having that discussion again.
No.
It probably tastes like crocodile.
But I don't know.
Why not lizard?
I've never eaten lizard before. So.
Well, it was first.
But yeah, no.
She'd be popular in Florida.
I don't know how much merit that would have.
Like the tooth idea?
Yeah, or the keeping a part of someone on you.
The tooth fairy.
Oh God.
Monoma the tooth fairy.
Would it not work?
I wonder.
I think it has to be on the person.
If he touched someone who's dead, could he take their power?
No.
What if they're freshly dead?
No.
No, because your DNA just kind of ceases when you die.
No, it doesn't just cease. I'm just saying they're dead. Like, I don't think you can copy somebody's quirk when they're dead.
Could he?
Imagine this guy just showing up to graveyards and just... oh, what do you have? Like, that'd be awful.
No, I think
Morally, yes, but practically.
I think that it has to be on the person for him to copy it, so he couldn't just go, "Oh, Midoriya, I'm just gonna save that for later." Oh, I want, you know,
Like, he could quite easily keep a piece of Setsuna on him at all times.
Yo, I keep that piece on me. Setsuna.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's. No, I think he has to make physical contact with the person.
Like,
And it has
Shoji
to
can
be-
lose arms all the time. Shit.
Stop.
Infinite supply of nutrition with Shoji. Arms for inlet.
Will you
arms for
stop?
days.
You're
What is with you?
fucking Wendigo looking ass.
I'm sorry, but okay, it's not nearly as important in this show as it was in Ajin because they're on the run with no resources. So like,
Okay,
Just eat
if
all
you had the ability to reproduce your organs or like your
Limbs.
limbs, and
if
make
somebody
them
was
go
starving,
away-
yeah, I give him an arm.
No, just in general.
In general, I wouldn't be handing out arms just to people to eat.
Okay.
Like we talked about this. Only my homies. Only my homies.
We are
get to-
not going through this discussion again. People can watch that. If
Yeah,
they
we
want
have a-
to.
we
What's the
Yeah.
Ajin discussion
I'll-
on cannibalism?
we can like put a link in the description.
Recommend it at the end of the
Like,
video.
yeah. The cannibal.
I-
Yeah. So no, I don't think that's how that works.
All right.
I don't think you can keep a piece of like if you kept like a toenail of someone. It's like, oh, I have this person's pinky toe nail in my back pocket. I have their quirk now. Put it back.
All right.
Yeah,
all
I
right.
don't think
Last segment before we wrap up.
Please.
Last segment
I'm
before we wrap
starving.
up.
I want to go back to bed, and I'm also starving. But yeah, I want to go back to bed.
Weaklings.
What do we get for being early birds?
Last segment.
Things we do.
How is our
I do want to say, Mineta does look. I just realized this. Mineta looks like a character from Fanboy and Chum Chum.
All right, we're not actually ending the video yet. This
Yeah.
is going to be a black screen.
Yeah.
Microphone's still
We'll
going.
we'll have
The camera ran out of memory.
We'll put our
The-
1 year anniversary thing.
Well, no,
for the-
the
for the-
video's still going.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying for the
We can talk about that. Yeah.
visual.
So thank you for watching. We've been the Custodians. I'm Rhett.
I'm Gabe.
I'm Joe.
See us for the next one.
Yeah, dude.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be good.
Vigilante reaction coming out soon.
Oh, nice.